Hi, my name is Louise and I'm a children's mindfulness coach. And my job is usually to go around schools teaching children how to be more mindful. Because all of our schools are closed at the moment, I'm doing lots of work on videos. So Zoe from Frollo asked if I would kindly do some breathing techniques to share with your community. So I'm going to share with you today 3 breathing techniques, and we're going to take you through a guided relaxation. But before I do that, I would like to introduce you to my 2 friends, Rabbit and Owl. Now, at the moment, we probably, lots of us from time to time, are feeling a little bit like a rabbit caught in the headlights. And at the moment, like the rabbit, when it's a little bit uncertain, runs around all over the place and it doesn't quite know what to do. And lots of us, grown-ups too, are feeling a little bit like a rabbit. But sometimes it's really helpful if we can be a little bit more like the owl. So the owl is just a little bit calmer, okay? Our bodies feel a lot more relaxed when we are like the owl. And when we're like the rabbit, we're bouncing around all over the place. But one good thing that we can do when we're feeling a little bit like our rabbit is we can do some breathing techniques. And those breathing techniques can bring us back to owl. Now, some adults say that when we are in rabbit mode, we call it fight or flight. And when we are in owl mode, we call that stay and play. And stay and play is a much nicer way to be. Rabbit's okay, and we're all going to have moments where we feel a little bit like rabbit, and that's okay. I'm going to teach us how, when we feel like rabbit, we can be a little bit more like owl, okay? And the way that we can do that is through our breath. I call it our very own superpower because it's almost like magic. So we go from rabbit to owl just with a few breaths. So I'm going to show you them today. So, first of all, I would like you to pop a feather on your hand, or even just pretend you've got one. So if you like, you can go press pause and run and get a feather or a leaf and pop it on your hand. Okay, and then we're going to take a nice slow breath in through our nose, and then we're going to breathe out. But we're going to breathe so gently that we don't blow the feather off our hand. So let's try it again. Breathe in through our nose and blow the feather. Nice and gently. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Okay, now, if you don't have a feather, we can pretend that we have a flower, and this is our favourite flower. And we are going to smell the flower and then blow away the petals. Okay, one more time, let's smell the flower and blow away the petals. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now just before I show you my last breathing technique, I just want to show you this breathing ball that I use in schools in class. And this is a really nice visual to show what is happening in our lungs when we are breathing in and out. So nice and slowly, in through your nose, out through your mouth. our lungs are doing. They're filling up with air and expanding. And then when we blow out, they contract and all the air comes out. So this is a really good way that you can show how our lungs are doing such a great job for us at the moment. In and out, nice and slowly. Okay, last breathing technique is called 5 mountain breaths, and it's one of my favorites, and I use this too as an adult. If ever I get into rabbit mode, I use this to get into owl. Okay, so get your hand and your 5 fingers up in the air, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take the finger from your other hand, okay, and we are going to move it up the mountain as we breathe in and down the mountain as we breathe out. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Go up the mountain and down the mountain, and up the mountain and down the mountain, and last time, up the mountain and down. Good. Now, if you're not quite feeling like this yet, you can do it again, but this time you can come back all the way across the mountains nice and slowly to the start. And by then, you really should be feeling a little more owl. So let me recap. We have 3 breaths to try. So the first one is the feather. So we're going to breathe really gently in and out so we don't blow it away. We have our flower or our petal breathing, where we smell the flower and blow the petals. And we have our 5 mountain breath, where we go on a little adventure across the mountains and back again to feel nice and calm. Okay, next we are going to do a guided relaxation. So what I'd like you to do for this is to lie down on the floor. So find a nice comfortable position, and you're going to lie on your back, and you're going to put your arms and legs out wide, because we are going to do a guided relaxation called Sleepy Starfish. So we are going to feel like sleepy starfish lying on a rock in a rock pool beside the sea. We're going to use our imaginations now. Now, because we have done some good breathing exercises, we are in stay and play. So we can use our imagination when we are in stay and play. It's a little bit harder to use our imagination when we're in rabbit, when we're in fight or flight. So we are ready. Now that we're in stay and play, I'm going to use our imaginations to pretend that we are sleepy starfish. So if you're lying down nicely, before we go on to the relaxation, I just want you to put one hand, one of your sleepy starfish hands, on your tummy like that. And what you're going to do here is you're just going to notice your tummy rising and falling as you do your breath. So when you breathe in nice and slowly, you should feel it going up and down, rising and falling, breathing in, breathing out. So ever so gently, just even close your eyes and feel your tummy rising and falling. Good, okay. Now we're going to count from 5 to 0 to get you into your sleepy starfish position. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. We're going to close our eyes. Take a nice breath in and breathe out. Good. Okay, so stretch out your arms and legs and pretend you are a sleepy starfish lying on a rock in a rock pool beside the sea. The warm sun is shining down on your body. There's a blue sky and it's a warm sunny day. You might even hear birds tweeting in the sky. You might even hear a little crab scuttle across the sand if you're very, very quiet. And here we're just going to relax our bodies and listen to the sounds, listen to the birds, and feel that gorgeous warm sun relaxing your body. Now, I want you to think of your toes. How do your toes feel? Can you move them a little bit and then relax them? Let your ankles just flop to the side, let your feet just dangle as you sink into the rock, in the rock pool. And now that relaxation from your toes is going to come all the way up your legs to your tummy. And we're going to relax that tummy. Feel that breath just moving slowly in and out. And then we're going to rise that relaxation up to your chest and your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. That sun is melting away all of your worries, and you are starting to feel very relaxed on your rock. And now that relaxation is going to come down your arms and your elbows to your wrists and your fingers. Give your fingers a little wiggle and then relax them. Take a nice breath in and breathe out. Good. Close your eyes and imagine yourself lying on a rock pool, all warm and still. The sun is shining on your face and your jaw and your cheeks and your eyes, all relaxed. Good. Okay. Now we're going to wiggle our fingers and toes. We're going to open our eyes. And we're going to do a big stretch up. And then you're going to slowly, very slowly sit up. How do you feel? Do you feel a lot more calm and relaxed? Did your body feel sleepy like a starfish? Could you feel that warm sun on your body relaxing you, relaxing all of your muscles? Could you hear the birds tweeting? I could. I felt very relaxed. And now I'm ready to stay and play. And hopefully you are ready to stay and play. So you have 3 relaxing breath techniques and 1 guided relaxation that you can do along to your favorite relaxing song. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had a really lovely time, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.